When you listen to music, what attracts you to a song? The beat? The melody? The lyrics? Welcome to Auditio Divina, Sacred Listening with Heart, a podcast sponsored by Resurrection Catholic Parish in Green Bay, Wisconsin. For centuries, Lectio Divina, or sacred reading, has served as a spiritual practice that has helped people to reflect upon the scriptures with a 4-step process. Katie and Tony, hosts of the popular podcast Revealed, also sponsored by Resurrection Catholic Parish, bring this ancient practice to the world of music. Through listening, meditating, praying, and contemplating or sitting with a song, the words and music come alive to add spiritual depth to the experience of listening. Let's join our hosts, Katie and Tony, as they lead us through this spiritual practice, ever ancient and ever new. Welcome to Auditio Divina, Sacred Listening with Heart.
Welcome to Auditio Divina, Sacred Listening with Heart. I'm Katie.
And I'm Tony.
And we are going to break open a song that I think, once again, you have picked, Tony. I don't know if our listeners have.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. But you did tell me that one time I actually have to bring a song to the table in order for a song of mine to be broken open with Auditio Divina.
It kind of works that way.
Works that way.
You got to bring something to the table to be considered. Absolutely.
Yes. Well, it's really hard because, once again, you are bringing a song to the table that we can talk about and kind of dive open into prayer with. So, first of all...
An amazing song for the summer, by the way. But we'll get into that later.
Yes. So why don't we just do a short overview of the process of Auditio Divina, Tony?
Absolutely. So as you know, as our regular listeners know, they know the process of Auditio Divina, but always we have new listeners, so we want to do a quick overview. So this comes from Lectio Divina, the old Benedictine prayer form that has 4 steps to it. And in Lectio Divina, we're reading something. Here we're listening, and so we're calling this Auditio Divina, which is Latin for sacred listening. So there's 4 steps. First step is we're going to play a song, and we want you to listen to this song. We're going to do that as well. And we're going to be listening for a word or phrase that chooses us, that just jumps out to us and really strikes us as we listen to the song. That's the first step, auditio. Second step is meditatio, and that is Latin for meditation. We're going to ask the question, why? Why is that word or phrase jumping out to us? Why is that word or phrase choosing us as we listen to the song? The third step is oratio. That's Latin for prayer. And we're going to sit and pray with our word or phrase after listening to this song clip a third time. And then the fourth time that we play this song clip, we're going to do the fourth step of contemplatio. Contemplatio is Latin for contemplation. And in that step, we are just going to sit with our word or phrase and let it sink deep into us and hopefully affect our lives as we move into our day, into our week, and into this next month.
And you know what I love about this podcast is we actually are introducing songs that maybe you don't even know about. And that's what I love about this. You introduce so many great songs to me, and I just love that. So this song is a song I've never heard of from a band I've never heard of. So why don't you introduce our listeners? Because I bet you 1 or 2 of them have never heard of this song nor band.
Right. So this band is one that I really, really love. Now, there's a band called Entrain, and they're popular. They were in Green Bay, I think, not too long ago, I think. And
I love Entrain.
Entrain, yeah. So a lot of people are familiar with Entrain, but this band is named Entrain, E-N-T-R-A-I-N, Entrain.
Good spelling.
And I love the way that they describe themselves. Listen to this. They are a funky world jam ska reggae rock stew. Isn't that great?
That is great.
A funky world jam ska reggae rock stew with enough drums to sink a battleship. Isn't that just a great description?
So if you like rhythm, you probably would like this band.
So Entrain is a 6-piece band that's based out of Martha's Vineyard, which just that alone tells you a lot. But here's one thing I also want to say about this band. This is how their founder, Tom Major, who, by the way, used to play in a band with Bo Diddley, this is how he describes what the mission, the why of their band, Entrain, is all about. He says, "We want to create music that makes people feel good. When we look out from the stage, all we see is smiling faces of all ages and bodies moving. You can't beat that feeling. At the same time, if we can help to promote positive values and lifestyles, great. There's enough negativity in the world. Let's spread a little joy around and watch how infectious it can be. So love that about Entrain and just why they exist and what their mission is in life as a band.
And it's not just to make money.
And it's not just to make money. Like they got this deeper compulsion
meaning
to make a difference in this world. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So Entrain has a number of songs that I absolutely love, but the one that we are going to focus on today is called Shine On. And Shine On is it's just a perfect summer song. And it's also a perfect live rock song. You know, some songs just are meant to listen to from the live version, not the studio cut.
You do love your live versions.
I love live, and I love live during the summer. It reminds me of getting out, listening to bands. And this is a great live version that we're going to play for you today. So we're going to listen to Entrain and Shine On.
So we invite you to take a listen to this first clip of Shine On by Entrain and let a word or a phrase really catch you. What word or phrase is grabbing you by the heartstrings? So let's listen to Shine On by Entrain.
All night long I wait for you and you find me there. I'm amazed at the love and that we both can share. Then I have that much to give in material things. What I have I give to you so freely. Shine on, shine on. Let your light fill up this broken dawn.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that first listen. I know Tony was jamming out here. He loves this music, and I'm going to admit, I kind of liked it too. But now we share what word or phrase really tug at our heartstrings, or what word spoke to us. So the phrase that spoke to me was, let your light fill up this world.
And my phrase is, I'm amazed at the love that we both can share. So let's listen again to this song, Shine On by Entrain. And this time we are moving to the meditatio step of Auditio Divina. We're going to be asking the question, why? Why is this word or phrase striking us today as we listen? So let's listen again to Shine On from Entrain.
All night long I wait for you and you find me there. I'm amazed at the love and that we both can share. Then I have that much to give in material things. What I have I give to you so freely. Shine on, shine on. Let your light fill up this broken dawn.
Well, we hope you loved that second listen and allowed your heart and your mind and your soul to really explore why that word or phrase was grabbing at you. For me, my phrase was, let your light fill up this world. And I think because there are so many dark corners of this world, from our personal lives to our family lives to our, local, and then all the way up to nation and our world. What if more people really lived into the light and then allowed that light to shine forth? Everybody has light within them. That's a given. But sometimes circumstances, sometimes other people really dampen that light. I can think of a couple of instances where just relationships where people are light squashers. And I don't know if that's a word, but light dimmers. Maybe I'll go light dimmers. That they really try to dim that light within you. And it's so hard, but to rise above and to let that light fill up this world. Because the more you light up this world, the more other people can say, you know what, I'm going to light up this world. And eventually everybody starts lighting up the world. In my personal experience, when I'm around negative people, I become negative. When I'm around positive people and people that are shining their light, I start to shine my light more. So how do we work to help ourselves and help others, to just really let our light shine, and to not only stop others from dimming our light, but how do we stop ourselves from dimming other people's light? So, you know what? Shine on. Have that positive mentality of, you know what? Regardless of the situation, regardless of the relationship, regardless of whatever, to work towards letting your light shine in this world. And it's so important. It's so important.
My phrase was, I'm amazed at the love that we both can share. I'm reminded that I don't do a whole lot in this world alone, right? We are created as social beings. We're created in born into a family, which is our first community, but then we work in community, we play in community, but just about everything we do is in community. And I'm reminded of how many things I have been involved with that have been collaborations with other people. Like, I don't do a whole lot by myself. And I think of that book title by Thomas Merton so many years ago, back in the 50s, and it would have been a different book title today. But the book title back then was No Man is an Island. And this phrase just reminds me that we share love together. And I think about, like, just speaking of books, I've never written a book by myself. I've always collaborated with somebody else to write a book. I've written 12, 13 of them, but they're always with somebody. Organizations have been founded with people. Programs have been created with others. Always sharing our gifts, our abilities, our talents, and creating in love a new creation. It's amazing. And that's why I love this phrase. I'm amazed at the love that we both can share.
Wow. That is just beautiful. You kind of put to shame what I said, but you know what? That's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
No, I love that. Well, thank you, Tony, for that. And that's what we're doing right now. We're working together, and it is better when you have somebody to work with. That's
Absolutely.
For sure.
Well, we're going to move to the third step of Auditio Divina, called oratio, which is Latin for prayer. And so we're going to listen a third time to Entrain sing Shine On, and we're going to invite you into prayer with your word or phrase. So let's listen again to Shine On by Entrain.
All night long I wait for you and you find me there. I'm amazed at the love and that we both can share. Then I have that much to give in material things. What I have I give to you so freely. Yeah. Shine on, shine on. Let your light fill up this world, you know.
And now we're just going to play some background music for you to really, truly reflect on and lift up a prayer for that word or phrase. We welcome you back from that moment of prayer, and it's time to now listen to a fourth and final time to Shine On by Entrain. And now we're going to invite you to rest in the presence of the sacred or the holy, and just let that word or phrase just sink deeper into you, to contemplate that word or phrase. So let's listen to a fourth time.
All night long I wait for you and you find me there. I'm amazed at the love and that we both can share. Then I have that much to give.
as we come back, let us now take some time to quietly contemplate as we look at the word or phrase and how it is speaking to us.
Well, welcome back to that fourth and final listening of Entrain singing Shine On as we contemplate how that word or phrase is sinking deep into us. This week, I want to really reflect on my phrase, I'm amazed at the love that we both can share. And I just want to sit like in gratitude at some point and remember all of the times that I've been in community, sharing love with others as we create new opportunities for other people to be in relationship with each other and to love each other. I also kind of, I guess, want to be thinking about what are some other ways to create love, like to have this amazing experience of working with other people to create love and to share that with other people. So I guess it's an opportunity this week for me to think and reflect back, but also to look forward and see where life is supposed to draw me to.
And for me, my phrase, let your light fill up this world, I think it's not just a call to me personally. You know, yeah, I need to work on letting my light shine. That's for sure. Everybody needs to work on that. But I'm really starting to realize that this is a call to help others let their light shine. When I'm thinking of an instance where I had somebody that was trying to kind of egg me on, right? Saying things that were to upset me. And how I was able to just say, you know what, no, this is not for me. And I excused myself. More of those instances, but then to let my light shine. And when people are trying to say no, but then also to help others, to surround other people with positivity so that they can let their light shine. When we're down on the streets and serving our brothers and sisters who are experiencing homelessness, when they come up and they know that they're seen, when they know that we see them and we are a positive influence and we're just there to just be with them, how they let their light shine is just, it's a beautiful thing. You know, the smiles that they're like, hey, you guys, how you doing? And just the catching up. It is such a beautiful thing. And we can all be there for others to help others shine their light. So I think not only is this a call for me to shine my light, but to help others shine their light. Well, that's what we have for you on this episode of Auditio Divina. We hope that you enjoyed and you actually learned a new band, that maybe you would check out some more songs, especially because this band is about bringing positivity into this world. Maybe you can check out some other songs with them. And so until next time, I'm Katie.
I'm Tony.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.